Nancy Pelosi is totally insane. I'm just going to go through some of the stuff that she said over in the past. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, I don't know if she is, I mean, she's 74 years old now, so I don't know if she has Alzheimer's or what the deal is, but there's definitely like something terrible is going on in her brain. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So here I'm going to go through some videos. I'll leave a little commentary on each one, but it's just, oh man, like what's going on here? So here we'll start with this one first. This is good old Obamacare. How she told everybody, we have to pass the bill, we have to vote on this bill before we even read through it to see what it is. It's just incredible. So here we go.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
Is she high? Is she absolutely high? We have to pass the bill first to see what's in it. And then, of course, we know we have a horrible spending problem here in the U.S. Well, it's getting cleaned up by Trump now, but here we'll see what she has to say about this here. Okay.
So again, we have to make a judgment about how do we get growth with jobs? That's where the real revenue comes from. You don't get it by cutting down your seed corn, cutting in education, cutting back on investments in science and National Institutes of Health, food safety. So it isn't.
We're spending too much money on all that education. It's not getting us the results we need.
Priorities. And that's what a budget is, setting priorities.
But you talk about growth. Even Christina Romer, the former head of the Council of Economic Advisors for the president, says you increase taxes, that also hurts growth.
Well, it's about timing. It's about timing, and it's about timing as to when you make cuts as well.
The fiscal cliff, you raised taxes $650 billion right away.
Yeah, and that was a very good thing to do.
Oh, my God.
People making over the high end in our population.
Yeah, and she calls the high end, like, basically, if you're making over 100K a year, you're in the high end. That's the problem with these liberals. They think that they go and tell the public that, oh, the 1% needs to pay their fair share. They're not taxing the 1%. They never have, they never will, because they're getting paid by the 1%. What they're doing is they're going to tax middle class, tax us to death.
So here's the thing, though. We are here to have a budget that has revenue coming in, that has investments made into the future. We also want to make decisions in those two areas where growth with jobs are created, because more jobs, more revenue coming in. Nothing brings more money to the Treasury of the United States than investment in education of the American people.
That's such a lie. That's the biggest lie ever. Like, yes, education is extremely important. We all can agree on that. But they spend money on frivolous, just garbage that doesn't actually teach kids anything. They're indoctrinating kids, not actually teaching them. It's obscene.
So you have to recognize that. Which cuts really help us and which cuts hurt our future. And cuts in education, scientific research, and the rest are harmful, and they are what are affected by the sequestration. So it is almost a false argument to say we have a spending problem. We have a budget deficit.
We have the worst spending problem in the history of the history. Oh, here, we'll go to another one. Yeah, Obama's not done anything for political reasons, even though we all know, all of us that live in the U.S. or have lived in the U.S., we know that everything he does is for political reasons.
I don't think he's ever done anything for political reasons.
Do you notice them just laugh? Look at this guy in the background here. Look at all of them. They're laughing their asses off because they know it's such a crock of shit.
But I think the point of his making that point was he didn't want other people to attribute any political motivation to what he was doing. But I think this has been a president who...
Of course he doesn't want you to attribute it to any political reason. I mean, are you kidding me?
Who's been as bipartisan as any that I have seen.
Oh, what a lie. What a horrible lie. Oh yeah, here we go.
Many of the initiatives that he passed are what are coming to bear now, including the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is bringing the cost of health care in our country down
Lies.
in both the public and private sector, and that is what is largely responsible for.
That was the biggest lie in the world. I have neighbors that have Obamacare because they have their own business and they couldn't get, health coverage any other way because of the quote unquote Affordable Care Act. And it has doubled or if not tripled how much they pay. It's just unbelievable. She should be ashamed of herself for her BS lies. Like, just, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, here's another one. Oh, to lower your rates. And the thing is it's hilarious because before the actual presidential election between Trump and Hillary, they actually tried to postpone the rate hike that Obamacare was going to do until after the election. Yeah, well, no, we decided we weren't going to have that. So we let it go and do what it was intended to do, which is bankrupt our country. And then everybody got to see, they all got letters in the mail before the election. Oh, your rate's going up 3 times as much as it was. So yeah, another reason she lost horribly.
And everybody will have lower rates, better quality care, and better access.
What a freaking liar. Okay, and here this video is hilarious because you just saw that last one where she said, "Oh, it's gonna be better and it's gonna be lower." Now here's her telling us, "I don't remember saying that." Did she get amnesia? Is it? I mean, is it Alzheimer's? I mean, what's going on here?
I don't remember saying that everybody in the country would have a lower premium.
Really? Because we just watched you say it, so I don't know how, I'm not sure how that's going. And this one I'm not even gonna look at. I mean, I'm sure it's hilarious, but like, yeah, 4th of July, whatever. Oh, and yeah, here's the best one ever. Okay, President Bush. Okay, even if you're talking about Junior, that was like 8, 9 years ago. Okay, 8 or 9 years ago. There's no way she could mess this up unless there's something horribly wrong in her brain.
The inauguration, there's complete evidence. We've seen nothing that we can work, but I can work with President Bush on, and I'm disappointed because
President Bush? What?
I thought
Look at
that
this
there
chick over
might be
here.
some
Look at her.
interest
Look,
because of.
she basically this black lady over here told this dude over here, like, she done fucked up. Like, there's something wrong with her. Should we tell her?
What he said in the campaign, which
He's like, no, just shut the fuck up. The American people won't realize what she said. It's fine.
turns out to be not true, a hoax, and really dangerous to the economic stability.
No, let's agree. Let's shake our head yes, even though she just said President Bush. Unfrickin' believable. This lady right here, Nancy Pelosi, aka Petunia, is freaking insane. And I don't know how. I know people from California, and yes, they're on the liberal side, of course, and whatever else. But there's no way even they would vote for this broad. Like, I don't know if it's Soros or what it is, but like, how the hell does she keep getting reelected? She can't even remember people's names.